I'm Diane Vallere, and I write humorous mysteries where sleuthing is always in style. And I'm counting from my first book up to my 40th, which comes out on February 27th. But I am not talking about that one today. I am talking about The Decorator Who Knew Too Much, which is the fourth Madison Night mystery. You may have picked up by now that all of the Madison Night mysteries riff on different Doris Day movies because Madison is a decorator and she's modeled her life after Doris Day. So she is the decorator in the title. Now, the thing about this book, what I mentioned in an earlier video, was that I never thought there was going to be a fourth book in this series. I didn't know this series was going to continue past 3 books. And so when the idea of writing a fourth came up, I really wasn't sure where to take the story. But I thought about all the drama that's been happening to Madison in the first 3 books and how she really wasn't looking for trouble, but she's been through some really hairy situations. And it made sense that she would take a vacation. So in this particular book, it's the only book that is not set in Dallas. It is set in Palm Springs because Hudson takes her out of town to go and visit his family, meet his family. So the thing is, Madison meets these people she doesn't know, and because she's a stranger and because there's some drama swirling under the surface, everybody starts confiding in Madison one-on-one, telling her their story, their sob story, wanting her to be sympathetic to them. So individually, everybody's sort of manipulating her or trying to get her on their side. A whole bunch of different people in Palm Springs. So Madison literally does become someone who knows too much. She is the decorator who knew too much because she knows everybody's secrets. Now here's the thing. I knew this series I still wanted Tex, Madison, and Hudson to be a part of each book. I couldn't really send all 3 of them on vacation, so this is the only book in the series that has chapters from a different character's point of view, and that is Tex's point of view because he is still back in Dallas. And that's really how this whole concept came about. I was minding my own business at home, I don't know, probably doing the laundry or, something, and all of a sudden a scene popped into my head, and it was Tex, and he was sitting at home in his house, and he was drinking a beer, and he was thinking about Madison. And it just was such an interesting point of view to think about how he thinks about her that I wrote it down. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I thought maybe Tex is going to get his own book. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to write a police procedural. I don't know. And then I started thinking about this idea and sending Madison out of town, and I thought, could I give Tex chapters in between the Madison chapters? Is that, will my publisher go for that? So I did it, and I said, this is a little bit of a departure. I did something different here, and they were happy with it, so I was happy with it, so we let it stand, so that's how it is. So the way I flipped the whole decorator who knows too much is the one thing she doesn't know is anything that Tex says in his chapters, because that's the one bit of information that she is not privy to. So that's where I flipped it on its head. Other than that, the mystery day, like I said, it takes place in Palm Springs, which is the mid-century modern capital of the world. So that was a perfect place to send Madison. And it does deal a little bit with her residual trauma, being involved in these crimes and these crime resolutions and what she's been through in the first 3 books. So she is dealing with that a little bit. I don't know that I've really ever addressed that in any of the other books. So I thought that was hopefully something that you enjoyed reading about too. Just this, what the mindset of a person who ends up in these situations, maybe unwillingly, and how they cope. So you get a little bit of Madison's humanity in this one as well. So that is The Decorator Who Knew Too Much. And it is my 16th book that I wrote for you, and I will be back tomorrow to tell you about book number 17. But a real quickie on that 40th book, it's Ranch Dressing, comes out on February 27th. You can find out all the details about my pre-order giveaway on my website. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.